In order to truly understand the gift of grace, we have to first understand the relational nature of sin. Specifically, that sin is egregious not merely because it brings about tragic consequences, but primarily because it breaks our relationship with God. In that story that Jim shared about the adulterous woman, it's easy for us as modern thinkers to think, stoning someone for adultery, that's not fair. The punishment should be dictated by that woman's fiance, not by these religious leaders. And that's because we're thinking about sin only in terms of its immediate consequences. But what the religious leaders did understand better than we do is that before she sinned against her fiance, she sins against God. She turned her back on his design for marriage and made the decision that what she wanted was more important than his commandments. I think the problem, really, is that she wasn't thinking about God at all. And I believe this because I know how often we fall into this same trap. Most of the time that I sin, it's not because I'm mad at God or I'm angry at him. It's simply because in the moment, I want something other than him. I want to say what I want to say, not what is helpful or loving. I want to spend my time in the way I want to spend my time, not in the way that maybe he wants me to. And on it goes, right? Wouldn't you say the same is true for you? It's like I almost want to say to God when I sin, God, it's nothing against you. I love you. Please don't take it personally. Yet sin is deeply personal. Just think about it this way. Imagine a husband saying to his wife, sweetheart, don't take this personally. You're great. I just really like this other woman too, and she just offers some things that you don't. It's not you, it's me. Can you imagine how the wife would respond? Yeah, I think we all can. How could she not take it personally? By choosing something other than God or other than his provision, we're rejecting him. We're saying that he's not good enough. His provision is not good enough. That there's something apart from him that we'd rather have. The problem with all of that is that it's a lie. There truly is nothing good apart from him. Unless we realize that our sin has everything to do with God and everything to do with our relationship with him, we won't come to appreciate his grace toward us. We'll crave only to escape consequences, using God like a genie, instead of realizing how our sin wounds God and that he has every right to punish us, yes, even to take away our lives. But he offers us grace instead. We're not entitled to God's grace, but we desperately need it to be in relationship with him. So today, why don't you just take a moment to think about how your sin affects your relationship with God, and then relish in his gift of grace.